There comes a moment in life when the world feels suddenly quiet, too quiet, and you realize your body is speaking to you in a language you can ignore. When you reach over 60, a heart attack can feel like a sudden storm tearing through a peaceful sky, and if you re alone, the fear can be overwhelming. But let me tell you this with absolute conviction: you are not powerless. Your body is not your enemy. And even in that terrifying moment, you have more control, more strength, and more life inside you than you think. What you do in the first 60 seconds can be the difference between collapse and survival, between darkness and one more sunrise. This message is not here to scare you, it's here to protect you. It's here to remind you that age does not steal your ability to fight. When your chest tightens, when your breath shortens, when your arm goes numb, your life does not have to slip away. You can survive a heart attack alone if you know what to do, if you stay calm, and if you act with purpose. And today, I'm going to give you the knowledge that could save your life when no one else is there to help. Recognizing early symptoms immediately is one of the most powerful survival skills any SBR can have. Because the truth is this: most heart attacks don't announce themselves with dramatic, crushing pain like you see in movies. They begin quietly, subtly, almost politely, like a whisper instead of a scream. And that whisper can be easy to ignore if you don't know what it means. But our body is always communicating, always sending signals, always trying to protect you long before danger fully arrives. A heart attack rarely explodes out of nowhere. It often begins with sensations that feel strange, mild, brief, or unimportant. But those small signs are your lifeline, YBR, our warning, your early chance to take control before the situation becomes life-threatening. And if you reach over 60, understanding these early symptoms could be the very thing that keeps you alive. The first sign most seniors overlook is unusual fatigue, not the kind that comes after a long day, but the kind that feels heavy, draining, like someone quietly pulled the plug on your energy. This type of fatigue isn't normal aging, and it isn't just tiredness. It's your heart struggling to keep up, working harder than it should, sending less oxygen to your body. Many people ignore this because it's not dramatic, but your heart doesn't need drama to signal distress. It simply sends a soft message: I am under pressure. And if you listen to it early, you give yourself a fighting chance. Another sign is mild chest discomfort, often brushed off as gas, indigestion, or muscle tension. But RT-related chest discomfort doesn't always feel like a severe stab. Sometimes it's a pressure, a tightness, a warmth, or a strange fullness that comes and goes. And because it isn't extreme, many people waiting for it to get worse, waiting for that Hollywood-level pain that never comes. But waiting is the E. Before it becomes irreversible. Your body is wise. It never betrays you. It sends warnings long before the danger becomes critical. But you must honor those warnings. You must trust your instincts when something feels different, strange, or not normal for you. Never dismiss SBR symptoms. Never tell yourself you're overreacting. It is far better to respond early and stay safe than to hesitate and lose your chance. Recognizing early symptoms isn't fear's strength. It's self-protection. It's wisdom earned through years of life experience. And it's the most powerful gift you can give yourself, the gift of knowing your body well enough to save your own life. The moment you sense that something is wrong, when the tightness in your chest sharpens, when your breath shortens, when a wave of weakness sweeps through your body, you must understand that time becomes your most precious resource. And in that moment, your very first action, the one that can drastically increase your chance of survival, is simple but critical. Call emergency services immediately. Not after you wait a few minutes to see if it passes. Not after you lie down. Not after you take a sip of water or try to convince yourself it's indigestion. The very first thing you must do is reach for your phone and call for help, because a heart attack is a race against time, and every second you delay gives the attack more power over your body. Emergency services don't just provide transportation. They provide trained professionals, life-saving equipment, and immediate treatment that can prevent your heart muscle from dying. Their arrival is the lifeline that transforms a dangerous moment into a survivable one. But once that call is made, once you have secured professional help, on the way your job is far from over. The next few minutes are the bridge between fear and survival, and what you do during that window can make all the difference. The rule is simple: stay upright. Do not lie down, do not recline, and do not curl into a bed or sofa, no matter how much your body wants to. When you stay upright, preferably sitting with your back supported, you help your heart work with less strain. Gravity helps keep blood flowing downward, your lungs can expand more easily, and your heart does not have to fight against the pressure created when you lie flat. Staying upright keeps oxygen circulating, and reduces the risk of sudden collapse or loss of consciousness. While upright, focus on staying calm, not because calmness is a luxury, but because panic accelerates your heart rate, increases oxygen demand, and worsens the attack. Deep, slow breathing can temper the fear, steady your pulse, and give your heart a fighting chance. But if the symptoms escalate, if the chest tightness becomes heavier, if dizziness intensifies, or if you feel like you were moments away from blacking out, there is another step. One that many people misunderstand, but, when used carefully, can help maintain circulation for a spar-ort period. The C-off technique. This method is not a cure. It will not stop the heart attack. But in the critical seconds before you lose consciousness, coughing forcefully and rhythmically can help maintain blood flow, keep your heart beating more effectively, and delay the onset of cardiac arrest long enough for help to reach you. The key is to do it correctly. Take a deep breath, then give a strong, sharp cough from the diaphragm, as if you were trying to clear something stuck deep in your throat. Repeat this every couple of seconds. Inhale deeply, then cough with full force. This action momentarily increases pressure inside the chest, helping blood move through the body when the heart is faltering. It is a temporary mechanism, a last line of defense, meant only to keep you conscious and breathing while help arrives. But you must understand this clearly. The cough technique is not a replacement for calling emergency services, nor should it be used if you feel stable enough to stay calm and breathe naturally. It is only for moments when you feel faint, when your vision begins to dim, when your body feels like it might collapse. In those moments, coughing forcefully can act as a maneuver heartbeat, buying you precious seconds of circulation. Think of it as a bridge between now and the arrival of real medical care, not a solution, but a support. As you wait for help, avoid walking or moving around unnecessarily. Any exertion, even mild, makes the heart work harder. Your goal is to remain still, upright, and alert. If you have aspirin nearby and you are not allergic, chew, not swallow, a regular strength tablet. Chewing allows it to work faster, thinning the blood and helping reduce the formation of dangerous clots. But only do this after emergency services are already contacted, never before. The call must come first, always. Your environment matters too. If you are alone in the house, unlock the door immediately after calling for help. Emergency responders can reach you faster if they don't have to break through barriers, and if your condition worsens suddenly, the door will already be accessible. Keep your phone next to you. If you drop it or lose access to it, you lose your lifeline. If possible, tell the dispatcher your condition, symptoms, medications, and location. They may guide you moment by moment until help arrives, and their instructions are tailored to keep you alive. The most important message is this: you are not helpless. Even when you are alone, even when fear grips your body and your chest feels tight, you have steps, powerful steps, that can keep you alive long enough for professionals to take over. Calling emergency services first gives you a fiber-teen chance. Staying upright keeps your heart under less strain. Controlled breathing keeps panic from stealing your oxygen, and coughing forcefully in moments of near unconsciousness keeps circulation moving. These aren't just techniques, they are survival tools. They are the difference between being over, helmed, and standing strong. They are the proof that even in your most vulnerable moment, you can take control. Preparation saves lives, because survival doesn't begin in the moment of crisis. It begins long before anything goes wrong. It begins with choices, habits, and systems you put in place while you are calm, healthy, and thinking clearly. When you are over 60, you don't prepare because you are weak, you prepare because you are wise. You understand that the heart is a remarkable engine, but like any engine, it depends on consistent care and the right safeguards. And when a heart attack strikes, especially if you are alone, What you prepared ahead of time can decide whether you survive long enough for help to reach you. Preparation is strength. Preparation is self-respect. Preparation is an act of love toward your future self. One of the simplest yet most powerful steps is keep in bar G your medications visible and easy to reach. Too many seniors store essential medicines in drawers, cabinets, or places that require bending, searching, or effort. But during a cardiac emergency, your body 1T let you move freely. Your hands may shake, your vision may blur, and your mind might bar ruggle to focus. That's why your medications, especially aspirin, nitroglycerin, blood pressure pills, and any emergency heart medication your doctor recommends, should be placed in a spot you can reach even if you're weak, dizzy, or barely able to stand. Keep them beside your bed, near your favorite chair, and somewhere in the kitchen. Having them visible is not clutter, it is life insurance. Equally important is making your emergency contacts easily accessible. Your phone should have a clearly labeled emergency contact list: family, neighbors, close friends, and your doctor. Do not hide this Libris T in a notebook or bury it deep in your phone. Mark ICE in case of emergency in front of the names. Use large, readable print. Tape a copy near your phone or fridge. These quick access contacts allow medical teams to notify your loved ones immediately or help guide responders if you cannot speak K. Preparation means you are never truly alone, even if no one is physically standing beside you. But preparation is not only about objects, it is about habits. Daily habits are the quiet protectors of your heart, the routines that keep your arteries clear, your blood flowing smoothly, and your heart muscles strong. The truth is, a heart attack doesn't begin the moment symptoms appear. It begins weeks, months, even years before, shaped by stress levels, food choices, sleep patterns, and how much movement you give your body each day. Heart protective habits aren't dramatic or difficult, they simple, steady choices that stack up over time. Start with your diet, not restrictive, not punishing, but heart-nourishing. Foods rich in magnesium, potassium, antioxidants, and healthy fats help your arteries stay flexible and reduce inflammation. Leafy greens, berries, nuts, olive oil, fish, oats, and sit. Rus fruits can do more for your heart than most people realize. These foods don't just support your heart. They actively protect it. They reduce the stress on your cardiovascular system and give your heart the environment it needs to stay strong. Movement is another form of preparation that most seniors underestimate. You do not need intense workouts. You do not need a gym membership. You simply need consistent daily movement: walking, stretching, gentle bodyweight exercises, or light strength training. Movement strengthens the heart, improves circulation, and reduces the buildup of plaque. Your body thrives when you keep it moving, even for 10 minutes at a time. Think of every step you take as a message to your heart that you are keeping it alive with intention. Sleep is just as vital. The heart recovers at night. Blood pressure lowers, inflammation decreases, and the body repairs its cardiovascular tissue. When you cut your sleep short or sleep poorly, your heart pays the price. Preparation means creating a nighttime routine that lets your body rest deeply, turning off screens, keeping your room cool, and going to bed at a consistent time. Stress management is another hidden pillar of heart health. Chronic stress acts like sandpaper on your arteries, raising blood pressure and disrupting your rhythm. Preparation means creating emotional habits that protect you: breathing exercises, quiet time, hobbies, prayer, meditation, music, anything that brings your nervous system back into balance. A calm mind is one of the greatest gifts you can give your heart. And finally, preparation means having regular checkups: blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and heart scans when recommended. Knowledge is power. Early detection is prevention. Too many people wait for symptoms instead of watching the warning signs that appear in routine tests. A few minutes in a clinic can prevent hours in an emergency room. When you prepare in these ways, placing medications where your hands can reach them, keeping emergency contacts close, nourishing your heart daily with food, movement, rest, and calm, you are not just preparing for a crisis. You are building a lifestyle that protects you long before danger appears. You recreating a safety net that stays with you in your quiet moments, your busy moments, and the moments that test your strength. Preparation gives you dignity, control, and confidence. And it gives your heart the best possible chance to carry you through every tomorrow you are meant to see. Your heart is your most precious companion, and the way you treat it every day matters more than any emergency plan. Survival isn't about luck, it's about awareness, preparation, and action. By recognizing the early signs, calling for help immediately, and keeping yourself ready through heart-protective habits, you give yourself the greatest gift, the chance to live, thrive, and enjoy each day without fear. Age does not take away your ability to act, to protect yourself, or to respond with clarity and strength. Every step you take now, from keeping medications visible to practicing simple daily routines, is an investment in your life, in your freedom, and in your independence. Do not wait for a crisis to remind you of your power. Claim it now, quietly and intentionally, so that when the moment comes, you are ready. Your body communicates constantly. It whispers when it needs care. Listen, act, prepare, stay upright, stay alert, and never underestimate the power of a single, decisive action. Life can change in an instant, but so can survival. You are capable, resilient, and prepared. The choices you make today will protect your tomorrow, and they will ensure that you face every sunrise with strength, clarity, and confidence.